On the 27th of April 1977, at Thames Television Studios in the very heart of London, well, a very spectacular show was taking place. This was, of course, the show that many people have known for many years, and apparently, as we told you on the show recently here, they're trying to bring it back. But on that date, there was a very special recording hosted by Eamonn Andrews, the man, of course, who brought a lot of magic to the brand that This Is Your Life was. And they had a very special guest, but they were hoping for an even bigger guest. As ever, let me explain. Hi, nice to see you. We'll have a quick wave. You all right? Yes, I love sharing these royal stories with you because, as I said, you do get the inside track. I've been lucky enough to meet so many people through the years, including, of course, the brilliant Dame Vera Lynn. What I liked about Dame Vera, she was very warm and kind, but she just sort of told stories that, she wasn't shy about. It was just her life. She told you what she knew and that sort of thing. Dame Vera had literally mingled with all the greats throughout her very prestigious career. And on that particular night, a version of This Is Your Life was about to start recording with Lord Louis Mountbatten. Now, we told you the other day just what a sort of wannabe Lord Louis was. I mean, way back in the 1920s, he was appearing in home movie reels alongside his new chum, the King of Hollywood, Charlie Chaplin. But Lord Louis had been approached on the Silver Jubilee year of Her Majesty the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II. Would he be, interested? Now, remember, This Is Your Life is meant to be a surprise. They sort of jump you outside a studio door or a theatre or a sporting event and stuff like that, And then you get whisked to the studio and all of your chums come on and say nice things about you. Well, hopefully all of your chums. Now, Lord Louis was a little bit different, let me tell you, because they had to let him know. And so the feigned surprise on the night was literally very good acting. There were lots of big stars, of course, including Bob Hope, who'd sent a message, and of course, people like Sir John Mills, connection from In Which We Serve, so many big names of Hollywood. And as I say, the bigger story really was the fact that they'd hoped on this particular spectacular event celebrating the life of someone who was very loved actually by the public with his association with the British monarchy, Lord Louis Mountbatten. Now, would it be possible to even finally get our wonderful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, if only on videotape? Perhaps she may even come to the studio. Now, I've been told by a person who was working on the show that this was very much alluded to the fact. The person at the time was a very young researcher who climbed the, sort of hallowed walls of ITV, which is, of course, a channel over here, and became a huge producer who I got to know. And it was fascinating because although, as I said, it was meant to be a surprise, like everything we now found out, it's all literally put together. And the bottom line really was with Lord Louis, he knew everything that was going to come on. But apparently he'd sort of said, well, he would have a word with the Duke of Edinburgh. He would have a word with Her Majesty the Queen. Perhaps she may say a few words. She may even attend. That's how keen he was to keep the brand of Mountbatten alive. Sadly, as we all know, Her Majesty the Queen never gives interviews, never appeared on This Is Your Life, and certainly wasn't going to break the rule even for the lovely Lord Louis. That's not to say the show wasn't a spectacular success. On the screening night, it got over 20 million viewers because, of course, the marketing was, will the Queen pop up? Right until the final hour. Everybody in the audience, of course, knew. And Lord Louis couldn't believe it. He thought this was marvellous, But here's a man, as I say, who knew the value of branding. Here's a man who knew all about keeping himself in the public eye. And a little bit like Edward VII previously, he knew the value of the televisual media. And Lord Louis really was absolutely thrilled to become a big royal subject of This Is Your Life, with or without Queen Elizabeth. And as it turned out, without. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.